Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I am back with another amazing person, Dr. Rachel Crowley. She is here and is going to talk to you all about the 3 steps to eliminate burnout as entrepreneurs. Because I know we are all going through burnouts, especially thinking about this recession. And I definitely want her to help us take those 3 steps in learning how to eliminate those burnouts or even how to prevent it. Know what we're looking for to help us prevent burning out. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Dr. Rachel Crowley. Welcome, Rachel.
Thank you, Sam, for having me. I'm Dr. Rachel Crowley. I'm a board certified naturopathic physician. I specialize in hormonal health and I help professionals and entrepreneurs create energy and mental sharpness they need to reach their full potential in business and in life by solving the mysteries of brain fog, weight gain, and fatigue.
Awesome. And as entrepreneurs, we go through all of this. We go through the fatigues, we go through burnouts, and you're here to help my audience with 3 steps on how to eliminate burnout. And possibly even to know what those signs are before we hit burnout. So we could be aware of our own selves to know where to stop and what we should do to eliminate or even prevent burnout.
Yeah, absolutely. So, health is a crucial asset to entrepreneurs. And today I'm going to share 3 steps to eliminate burnout in entrepreneurs. So, Sam, as a business owner and entrepreneur, can you relate to any of the following? Feeling exhausted all the time, no matter how much sleep or rest, struggling to get up in the morning and crashing throughout the day, feeling overwhelmed, stressed, and struggling to relax, feeling tired all day yet unable to sleep at night, and relying on caffeine to fuel you throughout the day.
All the above. all the above.
Yeah. It's tough. I personally have also struggled with burnout and crushing exhaustion. I always dreaded the sound of the alarm clock in the morning. One time I physically unplugged the clock and took out the batteries of the alarm clock because it had a backup. I couldn't take it anymore. I was so exhausted and crushed.
Yeah.
I woke up feeling hit by the train day in and day out. It took me several hours just to finally feel half awake. My usual state of being was just tired. I felt like a watered down version of myself. Today, I have overcome the crushing fatigue and I'm committed to helping others going from feeling exhausted and overwhelmed to finally feel like yourself again and thrive in your life. My mission is to help others as well so we can deserve the energy to live the life that we love. Stress affects our bodies in many different aspects. Stress is a silent killer. If left unchecked, it can lead to serious health conditions, such as increasing a risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, heart attack, diabetes, gut health issues, and lowering your immune system that makes you susceptible to viruses and infections. So today I wanted to talk about what burnout is. So burnout is a collection of symptoms, which is the fatigue, the sleep struggles, the brain fog, just to name a few. If it's left unchecked, it can become worse and lead to adrenal fatigue. Adrenal fatigue is a more severe collection of those same symptoms. And it is caused by a cortisol imbalance and an HPA axis dysregulation. HPA stands for hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. These 3 aspects of your body work together. The adrenals produce the cortisol, which is your primary stress hormone. When there's an HPA axis dysregulation, it causes cortisol imbalance, which is the driving force behind low energy and sleep issues. Cortisol is important to the body. For instance, you need cortisol just to wake up throughout the day. But it becomes a problem when it becomes unbalanced. So there are 2 primary drivers of adrenal fatigue, which is stress and lack of adequate sleep. And stress can be categorized into two categories. One is acute high stress, and two is a chronic low level constant stress. Our bodies are adapt to handle short acute stress, the flight or fright response, but they're not adapt to handling the chronic low levels constant stress. If we're in that constant state of stress, it taxes and takes a toll on the body, which can cause a dysregulation and hormonal imbalances. Hormones as a whole play a significant role in many aspects of our health, such as mental focus, cognition, cardiovascular health, metabolism, just to name a few. And they have a symbiotic relationship to each other. So when one hormone is out of balance, it can cause a domino effect and causes imbalance in other hormones. And a lack of adequate sleep is another driving force. And together, it can cause a positive feedback loop, which feeds into each other.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm going through all of the above.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it stresses a lot of pressure on us, and it can occur for a variety of reasons and can affect the body. And the type of stress that we're most used to is the emotional aspect, which is the stress and overwhelm of the busy day, putting out the fires you need to put out on a daily basis, and just the busy and stress of the high, busy paced life. And this type of emotional stress can lead to other stressors that can impact the bodies. There are other types of stress, which is like biotoxins and environmental toxins. Your biotoxins are viruses, bacteria, and infections that are in your body, and they can be low grade, and they can still cause a myriad of symptoms in the body. And also, there are environmental toxins, which is everywhere around us today. Heavy metals, the type of products we use, household skincare. And these toxins, they also place stress on our bodies. Even the type of food that we eat, which can be inflammatory, such as processed foods, that can also place a stress on our body.
I just feel like you're talking about all of my medical issues right now. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's hard. We deal with all this pressure and stress, and it affects our bodies in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And our bodies, they're bombarded with stress on so many different levels, and it taxes our bodies.
Mhm.
But thankfully, there is a holistic approach to addressing and overcoming adrenal fatigue. It is a comprehensive approach and a foundational approach to healing. It is a holistic and integrative approach that first starts with discovering the root cause of fatigue and burnout and customizing health plans to guide you on the journey of achieving health and achieving optimal health. So, here are the 3 steps to eliminate burnout. 1 is functional medicine testing. This is a crucial first step. This is the foundation of understanding where your current health level is at. These tests will aid in discovering the root cause of fatigue. They can check your levels of cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and they can discover what other hormones that stress impacted and can be out of balance. This is the building blocks to start the journey of rebalancing your hormones. The second is optimizing nutrition and nutrients. Optimizing nutrition is a key factor in supporting the body and the process of healing. By having a balanced, nutrient-rich regime, it is one less stress burden on the body and can help heal your body. Do not underestimate the power of foods. Hippocrates once said, "Let food be thy medicine." Food is powerful and it's medicinal. It can heal our bodies. And there are 2 other aspects of nutrition, is hydration and blood sugar regulation. Hydration is important to maintaining your electrolytes balanced. If you drink coffee on a regular basis, caffeine is very dehydrating to your body. And as a result, it's important to hydrate with water. And blood sugar regulation is also another important aspect. Sam, can you relate to any of these following? Have you been so busy and then just forget to eat all day and going all day without eating, or eating in a stressed out state and eating quickly?
I haven't had I haven't had breakfast. So, yes, and water. I I drink maybe 17 ounces of water a day. It's pretty bad. It's because I'm sitting here all day and I'm working and I'm working and I'm working, and when I'm focused and sitting there just, getting, productive work, I don't wanna sit and, like, I don't wanna get up and go get some food or water. Um, which is, I know it's really, really bad.
Yeah, it's important, health is your wealth. So
Yeah.
focusing on health can improve your financial health. And these spikes and drops because of not eating, it's yo-yoing. It's an effect, and it's yet another stressor on our body. So as
Mhm.
you can see, there's just so many different aspects of stress that impacts your body. So by having 3 meals a day and snacking and grazing in between, it can stabilize your blood sugar, and it's one less stress on your body.
Yeah. And I used to do that. And then, my biggest stressor was when we had to sell our house during the pandemic, and we moved and we were in between hotels, and we were eating so poorly, and I had been eating so well for so many years, but it is so hard to eat healthy in a hotel for months. And then when we finally got the house, the my brain and body finally tried to relax, but it had been overstressed for so many months that I went to get blood work, and all of my numbers are off. They're still off. Um, it's pretty bad. And I have to say, just like you said, it's so hard to get now the hormones back to normal, because anything could affect the hormone. I'm definitely in the yo-yo right now, and I'm not treating myself well. Like, I should be drinking water, and I should have had breakfast this morning, and I'm just in the go, 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 go.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, but there is hope out there because we can balance your hormones. Like you can get to your health state as again
Yeah.
possible. It'll take time. It's a journey. But what I like to say is there's a river of health, and we're trying to get to the optimal state, to the top of the hill, and we're down here, and there's rocks and turbulence and so many different interferences that we need to remove the obstacles to cure, but we can. And once we do that and work our way up, we can achieve health,
Right.
and we can achieve feeling like yourself again.
Yeah. So if people are starting to think, by watching you, people are starting to think, I am definitely either right there heading towards burnout, or worse yet, I'm already in burnout. And I've already gone to the doctors, and the doctors can't give me like what the issue is. Because I know, for me, my experience has always been, when I go with a problem, because I'm very in tune with my body. So I know when something's off immediately. Their solution is that if you lose weight, everything will go back to normal. And that is not the reality for all things. Uh, um, I, was so upset with my last visit to a hematologist that I went to, because now I go to specialists for everything. And his answer to why my numbers were off was because I was overweight. I was so upset, because this is like the 20th doctor that had said the same thing. And I know it's not it. I said, I really think you need to go back to your college and get a refund, because this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm like, you can't keep telling your patients that this is because of weight. You need to look at the heart, of what the issue is, and go from there. And I'm still at that place. I didn't come out with results, and I know a lot of my viewers are in the same boat that I am in, and they're not getting any answers from doctors. So um, if they're feeling like they're getting into that burnout stage, or they're in burnout, where can they get information from you? Where can they find you? Where can they contact you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me on LinkedIn. So what we do as naturopaths is a little bit different. So absolutely, this I've heard this 1,000 times. I go to my doctor, they say my labs are fine, and they send you on your way. But that's not the case. You still feel bad.
Right.
So what we do is we look at labs differently. Even when they say you're fine, you're not optimal. So even there, that's one difference. Another difference is the different types of tests that we do run. There's different types of tests. For example, for the burnout, there's a test that can look at your cortisol level throughout the day. And by seeing if it's high, low, and how the pattern is, we can customize a health plan to help heal you and heal those adrenals that are just burnt out. And besides that, there are different tests like comprehensive hormone tests and different types of tests, because we talked about how stress is just bombarding you in different directions.
Right.
There are a bunch of different tests that we can look at to see where the stress is.
Mm-hmm.
Inflammation, environmental toxins, everything impacts it. So once we discover like the baseline of where you are, your current health, we will create a customized health plan to help your journey in healing and include different things, lifestyle, nutrition, supplementations. But all of that can help heal you, and it can support you and achieve your optimal health and your wellness goals that you want.
Right. So where do we get information for you so that we can either have a consult or even just talk to you to see what the next steps are?
Yeah, absolutely. You can visit my website at www.drcrowley.com and you can book a consultation there.
Perfect. Perfect. I am so glad that we got on this live today, because I know not only was this more informational than I thought for myself, but for my audience who I know now are definitely going through burnout. Um, and you probably are answers to not only myself, but amongst many other women who are definitely going through this burnout. Because for us, it definitely affects our hormones. And please, everybody. So if you are going through this, you definitely want to reach out to Dr. Crowley. And that is www.drcrowley.com, and book a consultation call with her today. Thank you again for being here, Dr. Crowley. I so appreciate you coming here and talking about these very important symptoms and what we're looking out for. But there's help, and there's somebody who knows what to do to get to find out what we need to do so that we could get out of burnout and start sleeping at night as well.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Sam, for having me. I hope this added value and insights and how we can take care of ourselves, begin healing our bodies, and finally feeling like ourselves again.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. So I hope that you really enjoyed my live. Dr. Crowley was amazing. A lot of insights. I know I'm going to be doing a consultation call with her as well. But remember, it's www.drcrowley.com and book your consultation call with her today. Thanks, you guys.